Yes, Ian, I'm actually not far from you. You've got John Wall here. He's the GOP chairman, former GOP chairman for the state of Alabama. So what was your biggest takeaway from today's debate, John?
I think the takeaway from today is just how spirited the Republican primary is. You saw so much passion on the debate stage from all the candidates. And the question really now is with the voters. Did this performance impact their credibility with the Republican primary voters?
Did you expect so many direct attacks? We heard a lot of attacks between Ramaswamy and, of course, Haley and Ron DeSantis. I mean, basically Haley calling DeSantis a liar. Do you expect so many direct attacks between the candidates?
This kind of continues and actually escalates a trend we've seen in prior debates. So it doesn't surprise me. It does disappoint me a little bit. I was really hoping to see candidates talk about the issues they support, and really talking about the policies that they were going to be, espousing as the nominee if they were elected. I also was hoping to see more questions, centered around young voters, this being the first presidential debate held on a college campus. So, there's a lot of things that you would like to see that you don't. But this is normal politics. There's jockeying for the positions here. I will say this about this debate. One thing I do not think it did was shake up the leader or do anything to hurt Donald Trump.
That's what I was going to ask you. They spent the first 17 minutes, and Chris Christie actually said, we have not even mentioned he who not be named, Voldemort. And were you surprised that they didn't talk about him right out of the gate?
I am. That being said, Donald Trump is a known quantity, and these candidates really have to get their name idea. They got to get talk about the issues that they're centered around. But I think their problem was not talking about Donald Trump. The problem was they didn't talk about their own values. They were too busy talking about their opponents.
Who do you think, if you can say, came out on top tonight?
I thought Ron DeSantis had an excellent performance. For me, he commanded the stage. He had a couple good one-liners, and it was a much more aggressive performance from him than we've seen in past debates. So I would say if there was a winner tonight, it would have been Ron DeSantis. But look, I think if we're honest about it, the big winner from tonight's debate is Donald Trump.
I guess the biggest takeaway for Alabama voters tonight is?
Well, for us here in Alabama, this was our first presidential debate in history. It was a chance to showcase our state. I think we did that, and I think it was a good night that was very educational for voters across the state and the nation.
John Wall, thank you very much.